Amendment 203C ensures that Ukrainians barbarically torn from their homes and given a safe haven in the UK are not forced to have that chance taken away. Without a clear pathway to indefinite leave to remain, the relief given to the Ukrainians under resettlement schemes amounts merely to a false promise. The third anniversary of Russia's tyrannical and unprovoked invasion of Ukraine passed in February. There remains no prospect for refugees to return safely as Putin continues to bomb the country with no ceasefire in sight despite promises. More than 2.5 million homes have been damaged and destroyed. Russia has chosen terror as its weapon, bombing schools, reducing hospitals to dust, shattering the infrastructure and so preventing people from returning. Russian soldiers use rape as a tool of war, turning human dignity into another battlefield, leaving scars that no rebuilding can ever erase. And I know this because I've been working on the war crimes on behalf of President Zelensky and his office. Russian soldiers also aim to destroy the fundamental fabric of society by tearing children from their families. I've led the unit that's working on the return of children. They have forcibly transferred them and trapped them in Russian-occupied territories, or deporting them far into Russia itself, where they are subjected to indoctrination designed to erase their Ukrainian identity. They're told to forget their language, their flag, their history, and pressured instead to embrace the very regime that destroyed their homes. This has been the reality for the Ukrainian people for over 3 years, and it continues each passing day. And for this reason, in March 2022, the UK introduced its primary settlement scheme for Ukrainian refugees. At that point, it was unimaginable that this horrific war would continue for this long, and therefore the 3-year visa period under these circumstances seemed viable. Realising that this time period was insufficient, the Ukrainian Permission Extension Scheme was introduced, allowing refugees under existing schemes to apply for additional 18 months leave to remain. Although well-meaning, this programme was grossly insufficient in delivering security and stability to Ukrainians. And I know that we're really short of time, but a BBC survey of 1,333 Ukrainians found that 41% of them lost a new job opportunity due to visa uncertainty, and 26% did not have their tenancy renewed. So the process is cliff edge, taking the future of refugees back out of their own hands. So this has serious consequences, and it would be inconsistent with the government's condemnation of Russian despotism to make a U-turn now and deny support to the people most affected by it. So, my Lords, this amendment should not be viewed as creating new policy, but rather as standard procedure when existing policy needs to adapt to changed circumstances. The war has lasted much longer than we envisaged. 3 years of support to Ukrainians was not enough, and with the war raging on, 18 more months is not probably enough. And we must respond to the reality on the ground. I have very little confidence in the offers that are currently being made by the United States of America. So, my Lords, in supporting a pathway to indefinite leave to remain, we domestically adapt policy to reality, we support victims of this war, and we continue to position the UK as a global leader in standing up against despotism and defending democracy. I beg to move.